Today marks the 36th anniversary of the June 16th Soweto uprising, and the Assemblies of God youth organization in the Eastern Cape calls upon other churches to stand as advocates of destitute and vulnerable youths. I'm Esther Kalu. Today marks the 36th anniversary of the June 16th Soweto uprising, when hundreds of students protesting against being taught in Afrikaans clashed with police. The main Youth Month event will be held at KwaZikele Township in Port Elizabeth under the theme, "Working Together we can do more to build infrastructure and fight youth unemployment, poverty and inequality." Government's response to the rising youth unemployment will come under the spotlight during the event. The National Youth Development Agency, which is the custodian of youth development, spearheads government's Youth Month initiatives. SABC's correspondent Tsepo Ikeneng reports.
Youth unemployment in South Africa has increasingly come under the spotlight as an urgent social-economic challenge. It's estimated that about 3 million young people aged between 15 and 24 years are unemployed. This has prompted analysts to describe the high youth unemployment rate as a ticking time bomb. Government has proposed a 500 billion rand youth wage subsidy as a response to youth unemployment. The proposal has, however, been rejected by the Trade Union Federation COSATU, which has claimed that big business will abuse it by creating casual labor for young people, a phenomenon they argue would lead to the laying off of adult permanent workforce. Tsepo Ikeneng for SABC News in Port Elizabeth.
The ANC Youth League has reiterated its call for the nationalization of mines and the amendment of the property clause as contained in the Constitution. Deputy President Ronald Lamola says for the government to fulfill its promise of better life for all, there's an urgent need for a total economic and land transform. He was speaking at the Tshwane South College Citizenship Workshop in Broederstroom, southwest of Pretoria.
We need a real economic transformation, and the real economic transformation will start on the land question and amending section 25 of the Constitution of the Republic of South Africa. The real economic transformation will start when we have nationalized the mines of South Africa. They must be transferred to the people as a whole. It's an international trend. They have just nationalized mines now in Argentina. They've also nationalized mines now in Bolivia, in South America.
Western Cape Social Development Minister Albert Fritz says the provincial government has developed two programs known as the Two Oceans and Crystallis to deal with youth unemployment. Fritz is expected to unveil the program during Youth Day celebrations to be held in Stellenbosch under the theme Leadership in Action.
It is the Two Oceans Youth Academy, where we target far younger children from 14 years old right up to 17 and 18 are kept involved in incredible youth development leadership programs, keeping them out of ever becoming involved in gangsterism, drugs, any form of substance abuse.
The Assemblies of God youth organization in the Eastern Cape has called upon other churches to stand as advocates of destitute and vulnerable youths. The church will be commemorating Youth Day by organizing educational support for street children in Ngangelizwe Township in Mthatha. Youth Committee member Monobisi Didi says church organizations should be at the forefront of tackling poverty and illiteracy among the youth.
As Assemblies of God, the youth organization, will be hosting a gala dinner to celebrate June 16 by providing support education program for the needy. As we are a youth of today, we want to make a mark by contributing to our community, having an impact that will change the life of our black children.